Hey guys, today we're going to finish up our build for BimmerHub's record-setting M340i B58 Gen 1. Keep watching. Alright, so Joe provided us this kit for the head stud, so to make sure that we got the right one. And the first thing I seen I did not like, and that is that the washer that they use, which is a step washer, and we'll get into that in a second, but the step washer is so much bigger in the inner diameter than the stud. You hear that? That's how much bigger it is than the stud. So when you put this nut on that they provide, it's almost the same size and it's pretty small, comparatively speaking. It's actually smaller than the OEM nut and washer. So I wasn't really a big fan of that. So I just went online and I found a washer that is pretty much the same size. It is the same size, right? So you can't hear it at all. And I put a nut on it that dwarfs the old one. So let me show you guys here. So this is the same size as the washer. Now, why is this important? This is important to us because I had a conversation with Noel over at KLM, and he was telling me that these things are basically on an island. And the problem they're having is they crack from this water jacket here to the stud hole. So when you open this area up too much, it would crush it would basically crush the hole and it would create a crack. And that's basically what you're gonna find here, because if you have a stud that is much smaller than this hole, right, for the T-washer, then yeah, that's gonna create a problem. So what I was thinking, when you look at this T-washer, now obviously it's not gonna move around like I'm showing here, but I'm just showing how much difference there is in size between the washer that we were gonna put in there, or machine in there, versus what we're gonna put in there. That is the old T-washer. Now, the HeadGames solution, it doesn't move. There's only 5 thousandths there. Now, the nut too, as I said, the nut is gonna be awesome. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Takes up the entire circumference of that hole, and that is gonna work. Yeah, so back here you can see how much different the size of the nuts are. It's got some big ass nuts. That's right. We like big nuts here at HeadGames, and so that nut versus that nut, quite a big difference. I was gonna throw measurements out, but I speak in thousandths, and sometimes that can confuse people. We'll look at the washer difference in OD. Basically, this can fit inside of that. It's much larger than that. So this goes with this, and now we've got a killer combo versus that. Now, I'm no genius, but I'm also, this is something that I've actually done before. This is something I did years ago, and I've done on the 4G63s. We put a 1-inch washer, OD washer, on the 4G63s, and that has set world records. And we also, if you can't really see, but that car right there. So that car right there is Tony Phillips, and Tony Phillips at one time, and he was going like 680s on an OEM size stud. And although we did use that step washer, because that step washer can be awesome, but we used the step washer, and then we also used a nut that was the same size as the step washer. We used a much larger OD and machined the head for it, and that thing made close to 2,000 horsepower. So I know this is something that works. I'm just going with my experience, and I'm not gonna go with what was sold. We're gonna go with what I know.
The block was machined for larger alignment dowels, so we machined the head to match the hardware used in this build. The dowels locate the cylinder head on the block, so they needed to fit precisely to keep everything aligned during installation. Once the dowels are addressed, the head moves on to final surfacing.
I thought this would be pretty cool to bring up. Now, because we have a CNC, we could put anything we want in here, whatever we want, and that's what we did. So we took the Gen 2 port and we just stuck it into Gen 1 just to see what it would do. And you can see here, it raises the exhaust port. Then we only did one side, that's why you see that line there. But it raises the exhaust port, it raises the roof, but it barely touched the wall, and it barely touches the floor. Actually, it doesn't touch the floor at all. Barely touch the short turn, and it's completely different. It's a completely different port. But I've shown in a previous video that this thing actually outflows the Gen 2. Wild, I know, but that's just a little something something. And the Gen 2 intake port in the Gen 1 pretty much is there. I think this is what we're going to go with. Now, it does have this little step here. So what that tells me is that maybe the Gen 2 is a little bit shorter of a port. That's consequential. And besides that, though, that thing just cleans right up. Look at that beauty queen. Looking delicious. I love it when a plane comes together. That exhaust port is looking so pretty, so fine. She like a pretty big hon. So you got my fins in there. We got fins everywhere. Guide Boss's GSC bronze guides installed. And we got the intake port looking delicious. Looking really hard to focus on it. This thing's just ready to get cleaned and assembled. So it gets a final clean and assembly and some deburr work. But man, this thing is it just came out killer. I'm really excited. And I'm really excited to kick Jazz's ass. I love you, Jazz. I love you, buddy. But really, of course, we want the record. And although I love Jazz and I love Mikey, we are poised in that combustion chamber. Just look at it. I mean, that's just something you don't even want to put on your car. You just want to look at it. You know, I think I was going to get dirty, but man, the deck surface looking good. And now this thing is ready for assembly. One thing I had to show is he's got these brand new GSC cams in it, and I don't know any other cam that is just so freaking beautiful. So this is the S2 cams. It will absolutely make the power that we're trying to make. When you look at the cam card, we are 240, 242. Now I know everybody's gonna be looking at this number here, but don't pay attention to that advertised number. We're gonna go over that in another video. But what you really want to do is look at this number here, and this is how you separate different camshafts, and you look at what it is measured at, and you see what this is not advertised duration. So that right here is advertised duration, but this is the number you actually need to look at. And 240, 242 with 10.2 and 10.8 millimeter lift. Killer combination. What I really like about the GSC cams is, oh, look at that. Look at the Mr. I think it's a pump, right? It's the pump. What I love about these cams, and I learned about this last year at TX2K, I watched somebody take out a competitor's cam and they were putting in the GSC cam. First thing they noticed was, you guys have an area to wrench when you're trying to install the cam, so you're not like just trying to wrench it on the end like with a nut or something. No, instead GSC, you know, the innovators, they think of this, and they also put the trigger. The trigger is a part of the camshaft, so now you don't have to worry if you're going to get in the wrong spot. The trigger is already there, it's set, and then you can use your wrench to put it in. This is just a badass camshaft. For the Valvetrain, we're not doing anything different. We're going to reuse his old parts. He had mostly all very good GSC valves, stock size, intake and exhaust, and their beehive spring kit. Next up, this thing is going to get final cleaned and assembled, so keep watching.
The final machining step is surfacing the head. Milling ensures the deck is perfectly flat so the head gasket can seal properly under high boost and cylinder pressure. Greg's now assembling this head with the GSC beehive, GSC super alloy exhaust valves, and GSC standard intake valves for the ultimate in power and reliability. So here's the finished Gen 1 B58 head. Full port, CNC work, upgraded hardware, and a complete GSC Valvetrain and cams. Everything needed to support serious power and set world records. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment below. Love to hear what you want to see next.